My name is Richard Eric Rosenthal. I was in the United States Navy. I was what's called an aviation maintenance administration man, which meant I did the paperwork for the maintenance on the aircraft. I served from February 1966 until December of 1969. I served on two different aircraft carriers. I was on the USS Forrestal and the USS Kitty Hawk. On the carrier, at that point in time, I was the squadron statistician, so I worked for myself. I'd get up in the morning, I'd collect the paperwork from the maintenance people, I'd get it all ready to be analyzed, which I did, and then send it off to have reports produced. And when it came time for me to make a decision of staying in the service or going to school and getting out of the service, I said, well, I'm going to go to school and I'm going to learn things about computers, which is what I did. I was an entrepreneur. The first job out of school when I graduated from the University of Georgia was with United Parcel Service. And I had identified something that all their clients needed, and I developed software to help them more easily ship their packages. And we then expanded that to do it for the Postal Service and for FedEx. And so my clients were Fortune 1000 companies. They were people like Lands' End or REI or companies like Microsoft or Apple Computer. They would all be shipping a lot of merchandise in a day, and my systems helped them get that done. Well, the biggest event for me would have certainly been the period of time on board the Forrestal when we had the fire and the ship blew up. It was the same time that the individual, John McCain, who eventually became Senator McCain, he was on board the ship. It was a rather traumatic period of time for all of us on board because we almost sank the ship, which most people, really didn't know. And it was sort of a harrowing way to spend a day, and then it took us about 3 or 4 days to get back to the Philippines again and get off the ship. I think the military is a great way for people to get a foundation for their lives and get grounded within themselves as a person. I know that's what it did for me. I was used to being with my family, and I didn't realize how different the world was or life really was until I was in the service and got to travel overseas, but have to deal with the day-to-day routine of being in the military. It teaches you to be disciplined. As I said, I worked for myself, so I had to be reliant on doing my job and getting it done on time for everybody because it meant a lot for the squadron. So I think it's a great way for someone to begin their lives and get a good foundation.